Traditionally, this juice recipe is made in a blender, and you blend all the ingredients up, which, as I've mentioned many times before, when you're blending, you create a vortex in your blender and you mix oxygen into the smoothie or into the juice. And that starts to oxidate the nutrition. When you cold press the ingredients, you're getting more of the health benefits from the produce. You're not getting the oxidation happening, which is why it'll last for 3, 4, even 5 days in the fridge, depending what you're juicing. Ginger, turmeric, a bit of lime, a bit of orange, these will help preserve the drink, so it'll definitely last a longer time in the fridge. And I'm going to put some coconut water in this recipe as well. You could use filtered water if you don't want to use coconut water, but I really like coconut water because it has electrolytes in it, it has minerals in there, it's really hydrating. It's also water that nature made, so it hasn't been chemically treated, filtered, run through a whole heap of processes. So it's the most natural form of water that you can drink. Let me show you how we're going to do this one. So with ginger, I want about a quarter a cup of ginger. You leave the skin on when you're juicing, cold pressing ginger, so about a quarter of a cup. So we're just going to do some slices. And then we just want to run the knife through it another time so that the pieces are a little bit smaller. Same with the turmeric. Now these are quite fibrous if we were trying to put that whole thing into a juicer. All the fibery nature of the roots of the ginger and the turmeric, they just will struggle to get pushed through the juicer. So you want to just chop them up, use your knife, and I want double turmeric to ginger. So I'm going to say a quarter of a cup to half a cup. If you're wanting to make more, larger quantities, then double it up to a cup of turmeric and half a cup of ginger. Now, if you've never used fresh turmeric before, have a look at the colour. That is the nutrient in there. That is the nutrition. Fresh turmeric is more bioavailable to the body than the powdered stuff. So we want to use the beautiful fresh root of the turmeric. With your lime, we don't want the skin from the lime, so I'm just going to take that off because that's going to be too bitter. And it's going to make the juice, make the recipe not enjoyable. Now I've also got some orange here which we want to put into this recipe. Now one of the tips here is make sure you keep your orange peel. Don't throw it away because we're going to use it later. So just running your knife around the orange. If a little bit of peel stays on there, a little bit of zest, that's going to be okay, but get most of it off. And remember, keep your orange peel because we're going to use that to clean the juicer after. Okay, let's turn the machine on. So with your turmeric, just grab a small handful at a time, place it into the juicer, and I like to just alternate a little bit of turmeric, a little bit of ginger. I'm keeping the cap closed because I want to mix it all inside the juicer. The lime I can put in whole. Keep the orange for the end of this recipe, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Now I'm starting to get some juice from the ginger and turmeric. I want to pour some of that coconut water in. I've got plenty of ginger there, so let's put some more turmeric in. Now can you see the colour of that turmeric, that bright yellow colour? Look at how dry it is. It's extracted all the juice And then the last thing we want to put in is the orange, because the orange is going to push the rest of that turmeric and ginger through the juicer and also acts as a little bit of a cleaner as well. I'll let that run for a little bit because that'll pick up more and more of the flavour and the colour and the nutrition. Okay, wow, look at the colour. Now remember, this is a health tonic. It's got a good kick to it, the ginger and the turmeric. If you've ever had ginger shots before or turmeric shots, you know they have a nice little kick to it. So you're not drinking the whole thing here. There we go, look at that. So my recommendation is you probably have about a half a cup, 125 mils, as a daily turmeric and ginger shot. Let me have a look here. So let's do the taste test. Maybe about half a cup. That'll go in the fridge. Definitely going to last 4 to 5 days. And cheers. Wow. It's spicy. It's got the flavour from the orange though and the coconut just to sweeten it a little bit. You can definitely feel it starting to warm up the body. This one, as I mentioned before, turmeric is one of the most studied spices on the planet. It's so good for inflammation, anti-inflammatory. It's really good for joint pain. The ginger is great for colds and chest and coughs. And I think as an immune boosting tonic, for a little effort of doing the juice in advance, you can have every day. One of the great ways to look after your health.